Hi my YouTube family, this is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. I thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to have a wonderful time together. Today I'm going to do a video on the zodiac sign Sagittarius. So before I even start the video, I would like to say that Sagittariuses always have a special place in my heart, and I do love them dearly because they are extremely kind, loving, very knowledgeable. And so before I start the video, I have a little bit of advice for them in case they do not watch the entire video, as Sagittarius being so jumpy and impulsive, they might just skip the video. So I would advise the Sagittarius is that Sagittarius is, you guys have all the qualities in you to become somebody really big, really awesome. But only thing, there are a few things that holds you back. And I have studied Sagittarius from very closely, like very closely. So what holds you back is the biggest problem with Sagittarius is when they get angry. The anger, outburst of anger is so much. So Sagittarians, if you could just control your anger and not get angry with people or things or event or anything in life, if you could just turn that anger to love. And the second thing I would advise them is just hold on to your tongue. Don't say things which might hurt others. Like, don't speak bad things about others. Sagittarius don't like to talk behind people, but when they say things, they say it bluntly, like as it is, or sometimes rudely. So just hold off your tongue, and when somebody says something, do not reply right away. Just think, just hold on to your anger, hold on to your talking back, hold on to your certain outburst of anger, becoming violent. Just hold on to all those things. And if they could respect the elderly, their grown-ups, parents, or outside any elderly people, that would be really awesome. So if Sagittarius can hold their anger, be respectful to others, not say mean things or become very violent, angry, verbal, and also just respect the grown-ups, then they can just have $1 million daily because they are so talented. Only thing holds them back is their anger. Why? Because every time you guys get angry, you ruin your the Fridays is for Lord Shukra, and when Lord Shukra gets mad, you don't receive the blessings of luxurious things. So in order to please Lord Shukra, which is for Friday, Lord Shukra, you need to just get rid of your anger. Just get rid of it. You don't need it. Anger, jealousy, hate, these are all negative emotions. Sadness, depression, negative emotion. Get rid of them and fill your heart with love, kindness, joy, happiness, helping people out, respect for the grown-ups, respect for the elderly, and you will have the best life, the best job, the best opportunities. Just listen to me for a month and see how your life will change. Now Shukra, I forgot the English, so now I remember it's Venus. So if if you could respect the elderly, your mom, dad, uncle, auntie, any elderly man, woman outside, even though they might be a little bit mean, rude, or whatever, but you just stay calm and respect them, that will totally change your life. Totally change your life, and you will start manifesting all the things that you pray for and desire. Get rid of your anger. Anger is the reason you cannot manifest. So now that I have given my advice, now I can move on to the Sagittarius Zodiac sign. So this is the ninth astrological sign, and when Sun transits to this sign approximately from November 22nd to December 21st. Okay, so that's the Sagittarius birth time. And zodiac symbol is archer, and their element is fire. That's why they get so hype and angry. And also ruling planet is Jupiter. So now see, the ruling planet is Jupiter. That means you have tons of abundance in your fate. So just be careful to please Venus, which is Friday. In order to please Venus, you need to get rid of your anger. You need to respect the elderly people, your elders, and actual elderly people outside. So if you can do that, that's it. You can be the president. You can be anything you want. Birthstone is turquoise, topaz, and then yellow citrine, and you guys can wear tanzanite, G-corn, and your color is purple. So best for yellow topaz and yellow citrine. A lot of Sagittarius don't really do with turquoise, do well with turquoise. So yellow topaz, yellow citrine is good. And then colors purple, light purple, dark shade of purple, blue, and constellation Sagittarius. Detriment is Mercury. Now Sagittarius is ruling planet, as I said. It is Jupiter, which is planet of abundance. You will get everything, money, luxury, all those things. Just stick to what I said. Get rid of your anger, hate, jealousy, any kind of negative emotion out the door. And just respect people, respect elderly especially. You will have tons of abundance. Jupiter is all about excess of everything. So that's why you have excess of anger, excess of jealousy, excess of hate. So just make the excess of love and get rid of all the negative emotions. So Jupiter is all about excess. It expands. So they are Sagittarians like the wildfire. However happens to wildfire, it does not stop until it burns everything down to the ground. That's the same way their anger is. When they're angry, they don't want to stop. So Sagittarius are the mutable sign. It means they're associated with adopting many different things and flexibility. So they have a deep-rooted desire to change all the time. Now, because of mutable, another thing I would like to advise them is to stick to something for a while. Like they like to change. They like to change job, they like to change places, they like to change house, they like to change partner, change. They cannot stick to one thing for a long time. It's just little bit, they get bored very easily. So if they could just stick to one thing for, even though it's really hard for them, just try to stick to a thing for a while, and they could benefit from it a lot. And their best matches for marriage or partner, since Sagittarius do not like to be tied down to a pole, or do not like to be tied down to a home, having a bunch of kids, because having kids, getting married means tying down to a relationship, and they have to be there day in and day out. That is very very depressing for a Sagittarius. They just don't like the same routine life. Wake up, take these kids to the school, come home, eat food, go to work, do their homework, take care of them again, do it all over again. It just drives them nuts. So for Sagittarius, a career life, going to places, enjoying their life, doing things, and forever learning and education. They are too much for learning, higher education. This kind of life is good for them. So they're looking for a partner, just somebody to hang out with, have a friend. What's good for them? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Leo, and Aries might be good to some extent, but not so much because they are both fire signs. So for Sagittarius, being a fire sign is good for the Sagittarius to be with the air sign, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Sagittarius should avoid, totally avoid Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because the relationship with these three just doesn't work, especially Cancer. That's just Sagittarius's enemy, Scorpio too. And then they should avoid being too verbal with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, because these three signs, like their ideas and Sagittarius ideas don't match, because these are three earth sign and Sagittarius a fire sign. So to them, Sagittarius feels like too much to handle. So it's better to have minimum conversation with them and not pick them as partners, life partners, or boyfriend or husband, because it's not going to work. Sagittarius is lucky color. I have seen that with Sagittarius at Aries, another fire sign, really doesn't work, because I have seen this two fire sign creates conflicts. Leo too. So yeah, best bet for Sagittarius is to go with the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Sagittarius lucky color is purple. Now purple attracts positivity, boost confidence, energy, and creativity. And blue is also good color for them. Blue is good for communication and expression of their true inner desire, inner beauty as their adventures. Blue is good. And the lighter shades of purple, yellow, orange is good for them too. Now Sagittarius's lucky numbers are first 3, and then 9, and then 12. So 3, 9, 12 will bring them good luck, fortune. Sagittarius's lucky days. Sagittarius lucky numbers also 3, 5, 8, 2. So 3, 5, 8, 3, 9, 12. The 3 is always there. So, and their lucky days are the Thursday, that's the day for the Jupiter, and Friday for them to be special careful, because the Venus. Friday, try not to get angry on Friday. Stay calm, stay positive. They always get angry on Friday. So, but try not to do it, because then you're destroying your Jupiter's blessings. And also be very kind to the elderly people. So, number 3 is for enthusiasm, creativity, and expansion. So that's for Jupiter. And then number 5 is for freedom and adventure, and then adapting to things. Number 7 is an angel number. That's also lucky number for Sagittarius. Number 9 represent like humanitarian things and compassion. So Sagittarians are already humanitarian and kind and compassion, but they just have a problem with their anger, which they need to do. They need to work on it and control their anger. and days of the week they should do their important works like Thursday and Tuesday and Sunday. Now Sagittarius should really, what will help them is to really do meditation and visualization and a daily walk. If not, vigorous exercise might not work for them, but they are really good athletes, but sometimes it doesn't work, so do meditation. So they should do a meditation of Tara mantra. Tara mantra is Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. You can look up in the YouTube for this Tara mantra. Now they should do another mantra which is really good, and I will list that mantra as well. And that mantra is really going to do good for them. So they should do Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani, Om Mani, Om Mani Padme Hum. You should do this 27 times every day, or if you have a lot of time, you can do 108 times. And this also on YouTube, Om Mani Padme Hum. Just one line, one sentence. And you can do this one, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. So these two lines, just separate meditation they can do, but this meditation will really help them. So they should do whenever they can, go out in nature, because this nature walk really does wonder for them, even if for 10 minutes, even if a day has 24 hours, give yourself 1 hour, just few 10 minutes for your meditation, visualization, relaxation, and 10 minutes of walk outside in nature, in the tree, flowers. You will feel really amazing. If you cannot do vigorous exercise, that is okay. Sagittarius need to get the fresh air in their face and let the air blow your hair, like the fresh air really does great for them. So Sagittarius is like a masculine sign. It's like a half human and male and half horse. So you see, horses don't sit in front of the computer 24 hours. Horses need to run, horses need to walk. If the Sagittarius cannot run, it's okay, but they need to walk daily because that is going to make them feel good. Now the horses need a lot of protein. Usually horses eat red chickpeas and grains. Sagittarius need to eat grains and product protein. That is good for their body. Good, it makes their body work good. Okay, so they are masculine, and so this is a mutable sign. That's why their mind is changing all the time. They need to stick to one thing and be able to enjoy that little bit, because they get bored easily, and their anger fires like a wildfire, spreads like so. They need to control that. They are good comedians, good teacher. They can teach a lot of things, and they love children. They love teaching children. They're very positive, filled with energy, laughter, and whenever they come to a room from outside, they can bring a lot of good energy and make people happy. And since they are ruled by Jupiter, Jupiter stands for expansion, growth, positivity. Their energy spreads and grows and motivate others, and they hate to stay in one place, one job, one thing, being with one kind of people for a long time. It just kills them. So they need to go out, adventure, and just be with different kinds of people, eat all different kinds of food, get knowledge. So they're not the kind of person to be tied down to a pole. So their nature is wild like fire, and they are big spenders till the money is gone. So they're little bit uh, too big on donations and all, without thinking that they might need the money someday. So they need to control that. They need to keep money for future, and they are blindly optimistic. They think everything is rosy, but life is not like that. Life has ups and downs. And they like to travel extensively. So from like a maximum to the greatest extent without thinking. And their downside is their recklessness, just like the fire, and they disregard the grown-ups and listening to their advice. They just don't like to listen to anybody's advice. What Sagittarius is hate the most is somebody criticizing them. If you criticize the Sagittarians, they cannot stand that. They cannot stand anybody telling them what is wrong with them. But Sagittarians need to develop a habit to listen to others without getting angry. If someone said this, you're lacking this, just listen to that person and just listen. Nobody has to do anything, just listen. That will help a lot. That will help to change and bring on changes. They are the most optimistic sign, but they are very stubborn too. When they want to do something, they will do it regardless of who says what. Sagittarians are very happy, excited, and they make sure that they have fun doing some things and everybody else have fun. So if you are out in adventure with the Sagittarius, you're sure to have lots of fun and you're sure to have some memorable time. They also love to take tons and tons of their pictures and post it to all of the social medias. They love taking their picture maybe 500 times in one setting. They're just fun loving, wonderful, cheerful persons. The Sagittarius are really amazing people, and they usually like to eat all different kinds of food, and cooking is really very therapeutic for them. So they should cook one of their meals, but they're usually too busy with their work, traveling and learning new things, that they don't have that time. But it could be very meditative, but they also have to be careful with the fire too, because since they are very kind of excited and jumpy, so they need to be careful in the kitchen as well. And as you know, the Sagittariuses are like unstoppable when they want to do something. Just like the archer, once it goes straight until it hits something. Sagittarius is very intuitive. They always know about somebody's intentions of what they're going to do before they're going to do, because Sagittarius is kind of have open third eye, extremely intuitive, and they have purple color is their color, and it's the color of spirituality and awareness. And Sagittarius rules the lower body, like the hips, thigh, legs, and lower back and pelvis. And Sagittarius are very energetic, always on the move, strong, elegant, well built. Sagittarius need to, just like the horses, they need to be very careful about their legs. Horses are very strong, well built, but somehow their legs get hurt, and once their legs get hurt, everything just goes down the hill. So Sagittarius need to be careful about their legs, and they are very athletic. So some of the great athletes are Sagittarians. They have to be extra careful with their legs. They get injured easily, and they have a very high spirit for traveling and going to a lot of places. Like their bags are always packed. They don't like to carry a lot of things, just few things. They don't like to tag along too much belongings. They do like to shop, but most of the time they shop and keep it and donate. They don't even wear what they buy that much. And their nature is to be curious. They want to know about everything, new ideas, new perspectives, new journey, new places nobody even ever been. And before they do it, they just jump. Like they will jump from the sky for bungee jumping, then worry, oh my god, what will happen to me? And they will jump in the fire, then realize, oh my god, it might burn. So they will just go jump on things head on first and then worry. They don't think about ahead of time. They don't like to do that. They're curious in nature. They tend to wander, and they sometimes, I have noticed them, like they will have everything that they need in their life, money, house, career, but still I have noticed them that they are not satisfied. They are running, but at the end of the day, if you ask them, what are you running for, and then they will answer that they want more. But it's just something that at some point we need to say that, wait a minute, I know Jupiter means expansion and it means abundance and more, but that is the problem with Sagittarius, is wanting so much. Because when we have so much desire, too much desire brings disappointments and unhappiness. So we need to set limits, like, okay, I have a job and say I make 100,000, I make 120, 130, 140. That's it. I put a limit, like, okay, I'm happy now, my needs are met, and I don't need to run after 200,000 a year or 300,000 a year, because there is no end to the desire. Suppose I get a house which is $500,000, then my desire could go very high. Say, oh, I'm not happy now, I want a BMW. Once I get a BMW, then I say, no, that's not enough, I want a vacation to all around the world. So if I keep desiring for all these things, then I'm going to be consumed with all this desire. And as Gautam Buddha says, the more we desire, more we acquire things, the more we're going to be unhappy, because acquiring a lot of things, desiring a lot of things brings unhappiness. Because see, the end of everything is death. We're going to die, all the things going to go away, everything's going to get spoiled or end. Either way, that thing stays forever. So when it's gone, then again unhappiness, and we want more. So we need to set limits on our desire. I mean, Gautam Buddha said don't desire, but I know it will never work for Sagittarius, because they love things and desire and money and big job and big house, big everything, expansion to the greatest extent. So more we desire, more we acquire things, more we're going to see unhappiness. And when we want things and we don't get it, that's where the anger comes. Anger comes from desire, desiring too many things and not being able to acquire them, because all of our desires are not going to be fulfilled. And that's where we're going to be angry, because we get disappointed. So we need to just stop the desiring. So Sagittarius need to understand and put limits on their desiring. So Sagittarius is, as I told, they are mutable, so they change, and we have talked about who they are not going to get along. They are not going to get along with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They're not, their enemy is actually Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. And Sagittarius is all about action. They're go-getters, they're full of spirit. They're actually able to achieve anything and everything they want in their life because they're extremely dedicated and hardworking. When they want something, they go all the way. But then again, after some time, they lose interest on that and move into another thing because of being mutable. Sagittarius always looks in the new ways to improve themselves and their situations and their relationship. Sagittarius are very they are very optimistic and they have very strong opinions towards things and viewpoints and all that. So they like to go out and have a good time, and the people go out with them. They also have a memorable time. And Sagittarius nature is extremely good because when you need in your bad times, when you need a soldier on your hand, they will give you. All fire signs are known to have a spontaneous and impulsive nature, and like they want to do things right now, and they want to see a movie. They just think about it now and they want to go see it now, even though the ticket might be $30 because they just want to see all of a sudden. So it's like that. They don't plan. They don't. They want to do it. They do it, and so they have a great spirit on doing things and dancing around everywhere with their own music. And Sagittarians are very independent. They don't like to depend on people. They like to stand on their 2 feet, highly educated. They value higher education and they are in good position. They hold on to good jobs, make a lot of money, very career oriented, highly confident and highly educated people, and very intelligent. They're extremely intelligent. They can teach very well. Sagittarius does not see problems. So like when they want to do something, go somewhere, they'll just go, coming back maybe home 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock night. Don't think about the dangers in the road and just hop onto a train or car or whatever without seeing a danger, or go head down first, bungee jumping like that. And Sagittarius is they are really comfortable in their own skin, and they are not afraid to show who they are. They don't need to pretend. They don't need to hide, and they have a great sense of humor, funny. They make people feel happy. They are very playful, childish nature, and they don't like to be bound on rules and regulations and laws and rituals, things like that. Now, they do like to do things their own way. That doesn't mean like they will like to be so different from everybody, but they just like their freedom. They're just freedom loving creatures, so they do things their own way and own schedule, but they don't like to be bound to somebody else's schedule. Like they will work till 2 a.m. maybe all night, finish the work, but they don't want to be people bothering them to do something in certain time. They kind of don't like people bossing over them. They like to be the boss. And um, Sagittarius is not overly concerned about others or judgmental. They just like to utilize the time to improve themselves and do things for themselves and grow. And Sagittarius are independent, always confident, to stand on their 2 feet and do things with their own 2 feet. Now you can picture the arrow which is going in its path and it's just going straight without any obstruction. And same way Sagittarius are, they just once they want to do something, they go straight to it without listening to anybody's or any advice or anything. And even though there are some problems on the road, they will tackle it in their own way, but they will not listen to anybody. Extremely stubborn, and there are when they make up to do something in their mind, they will do it. And they have a softer corner too sometimes. They become very childish, especially when they are sick. But when they are stressed, they become extremely agitated and angry. They really find it very difficult to handle the stress, but they handle it their own way. They do not take help from anybody. They like to find the way to handle with their own stress, but then in the process they make some decision in a hurry, and sometimes those decisions might be wrong, but they refuse to take advice from others or listen to that. And they really shine through when they faced with challenges, and that time they will just come up with their own solution, as I said. But they will not listen to any adult people's advice, which they should do. They should listen to grown-ups advice, sometimes mature people's advice, which might be helpful for them. And Sagittarius are blindly optimistic, like they think the world is really amazing place, which might be, but there are a lot of bad people, and there are people who would like to do bad things. But Sagittarius do not see it like that. But so sometimes they do have awakening, like when they do realize that yes, there are some bad people, but they have a way to make a bad situation into a good, and they have a way to see good things out of every bad thing. So they are highly optimistic and very positive. And even in a bad situation, they see a potential for growth rather than a negativity. They always see opportunity in every situation. Sagittarius are always ready to travel, go places with their bags ready. And if you're going out with them, you're gonna have to be ready, buckle up for a really bumpy ride, because they will surprise you, take you to the places you never been, and they will have lots of fun, taking tons of pictures, eating all kinds of different kinds of food, weird food outside, and then you're gonna have a good time which you remember all your life. But if you do it alone, you may not ever have done it that way the Sagittarius have done it. So And they're really amazing people. They're like the wind, you know, blows so fast, and they just you know believe in things, and their beliefs are strong, and then they just do it. As extremely optimistic and positive people, and they can just go climb a mountain and go mountain climbing, bungee jumping, jump out from a plane, and skydiving, and they can go in the sea, rafting. They do all kinds of courageous, dangerous things without even thinking. They'll just get out at night time, just give a stroll at night walk. They'll do all kinds of things without thinking. Very courageous people, but very blindly optimistic too. And they are indeed very, they have a strong viewpoint, very highly educated, they values education, and they kind of live in a different world, I would say, because in their mind everything is good, everyone is good, which really not true, and sometimes they do get waken up by situations like that. Mm, they're a lifelong learner. They love to study new things, new changing all the time. They are visionary, and they look for bigger picture to teach you bigger things. And they when they're boss in a place, they really bring a lot of happiness and joy in the place, a lot of discipline in the place, and also they're able to bring forward to give responsibility to people, and make them a better worker, better. mm they make them a better person. They have a lot of wisdom, and they are kind of they have impartial, clear view of life, and their advices are very valuable. They're very knowledgeable. They learn things in depth, will go all the way, and you will see in their life, school, college, everything, they do really well because they're very extremely hardworking. They work very hard and pass everything, but they do also want a lot more, and they also kind of blindly optimistic, so they expect more. So sometimes they do have a setback, because when things don't turn out their way, they go in depression, they go in anger, as I mentioned before. From highest desire comes depression and anger. So Sagittarius need to slow down a little bit. And they are great leaders, and they inspire others, motivate others, and they motivate others to be the best of themselves. Their advices are really good, and they are really like very genuine people, and they're very generous and kind and giving too. When they give it all, their time, their energy, their motivation, their spirit, their, of course, their money, whatever they have. They are very honest people. They're very loving, kind, sweet, generous, mm, people full of knowledge and motivation, hard work. They're truly amazing people. I think if I have to say that only one thing that Sagittarius need to change, that is when they get angry, they really do get angry. So they need to stop getting angry too much. They need to control their anger, and they need to be satisfied with what they have, and not have too many desires, because these desires brings unhealthy people, and they have the most amazing life, and they love traveling. They go many places, learn so many things. And they do take care of their family members, very kind to them and truly love them, and they're very honest in their relationship, very loving, caring, honest relationship. I really do love them dearly, and I wish them all the best with my heart, and I hope and wish that they get everything they set their mind to it. But I will just give them the advice, just get rid of your anger, get rid of your too much desires, and just be happy with whatever you have, and try to respect all your elders and elderly people outside, and do not talk back, and do not just let the words slip out of your tongue. Then your life will be so amazing. So thank you so much. This was a little video about Sagittarius, and I love Sagittarius. Is my best friend is Sagittarius. So thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day. Hi, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share this video. Thank you. May God bless you all.